he accidentally dropped his backpack into the river.
Oh no!
And at 60 years old, he was extremely anxious and jumped desperately into the rushing and icy river water. The backpack flowed downstream with the river water, and inside was something he would risk his life to retrieve. He desperately swam toward the backpack, clutched it in his arms, and drifted along with the river water until they grabbed a tree branch on the shore and was finally saved. At 60 years old, he could no longer endure such ordeals. However, what reason made him choose to walk 800 kilometers on foot, and what was in the backpack that he treasured so much? This has to start with a phone call he received from France, over 7,000 kilometers away.
I'm sorry to inform you that your son has been killed, sir.
What?
On the train to France, Tom seemed to see his son, who was once full of vitality. He gave up completing his doctoral degree to travel around the world. He believed his father should accompany him, but Tom said that few people can be like you, leaving everything behind. I chose my current life, even if it means nothing to you. But his son said that Tom hadn't chosen to live. He was just existing. Most parents never understand their children, and Tom was one of them. He didn't understand what his son's words meant. Getting off the train. Only Tom's suit stood out prominently, as most people were in travel attire. The gendarmerie captain who contacted him picked him up and brought him back to the station. It is extremely painful for an old person to send off a young person, and walking into the morgue requires great courage. Tom's gaze was somewhat evasive, as he couldn't quite accept all of this until he saw his son lying there. His heart instantly sank. This single father's helplessness was displayed very clearly, and the grief and helplessness in his heart burst out uncontrollably. From now on, there would be only him alone. Through the captain's explanation, Tom learned that this was the Camino de Santiago, also the starting point of the pilgrimage walking journey. Everyone who departs from here will have a pilgrim passport to complete this journey of nearly 800 kilometers. This passport will be filled with stamps from important stopping points along the way. The captain told Tom that they could provide cremation to make it more convenient for him to bring his son home. But Tom didn't respond. He went outside to try to calm his emotions. A very talkative Dutchman sat down next to him, talking about how he came on the pilgrimage to lose weight, and that on this route, someone had unfortunately died just after starting out 2 days ago. And that was Tom's son. That night, he went through his son's belongings, looking at the photos he had left behind, and Tom finally couldn't hold back his tears. He knocked on the captain's door, eager to have his son cremated. Just like that, Daniel became a small box, and Tom inherited his son's equipment, deciding to take him along to complete this unfinished journey and to get to know this son he had never understood.